Han meditations. The typical gray beings, those gray aliens became more technologically advanced, but they became less spiritual. So their spirituality did not grow with their technological advancements. Hey guys, Han Meditations here. Today we're going to be reacting to some AI clips, and we're going to give our unique perspective on AI, what it does, what it's about, and where it's going in the future. And is AI dangerous? Let's check this out. This is a clip of Morgan Freeman. Of course, it's not Morgan Freeman, but it's an AI version of him and his voice synced together. Let's check it out.
I am not Morgan Freeman, and what you see is not real. Well, at least in contemporary terms, it is not. What if I were to tell you that I am not even a human being? Would you believe me? What is your perception of reality? Is it the ability to capture, process, and make sense of the information our senses receive? If you can see, hear, taste, or smell something, does that make it real? Or is it simply the ability to feel? I would like to welcome you to the era of synthetic reality. Now, what do you see?
Wow. Wow, that was crazy,
That was
wasn't
very
it?
realistic.
That was really cool. And guys, the era of AI is upon us. It's just becoming now. So we live in the future now.
Here.
All time is now, but right now you can truly feel and believe that we are in the future and we're going towards this futuristic world where there's no longer jobs. It's just automation, pure AI. There's, Chat GPT where you can talk to the AI and it brings things up. There's AI art where you can just type in a prompt and it'll create a full picture for you, whatever you want. I'm sure they're going to make AI animation next, but hearing the voices, now you can just sync a voice in there and create a pure AI. It's absolutely insane and mind-boggling.
Yeah, it's really, really crazy. I remember hearing about the deep fakes for the past probably 3-4 years now, and I'm sure it's just getting way, way better. But of course, with the launch of what is it called? Chat GPT.
Chat GPT, yeah.
Well, with the launch of that, and now of course we see, people doing submitting photos of themselves, and it's coming up with artwork, portrait art of people when they submit their pictures. So many things taking off right now, and I think it's really, really cool. Of course, a lot of people have some fears about it, of how far this can go, what kind of jobs are going to no longer exist, and what kind of bad stuff can happen because of it, such as crime, such as using the AI to make it look like someone said something, did something when they did it, etc. I know we are really big on just not coming from a fear-based place. We don't like to look at things through the fear lens, and I don't think it has to be. I think that pretty much with everything, there's always going to be that dualism. There's always going to be a potentially good thing. There's going to be things that could potentially be good out of it. There's going to be things that could potentially be bad of it, just like the internet itself, just like computers, just like any piece of technology. But I think it's absolutely incredible, and it's up to us as humans to really just stay on the right path. And as humans, that comes down to your own individual, soul, the decisions you're making. And we also really love to listen to Bashar, if you guys are familiar with him, but he is essentially a channeled alien from the future, and his planet went through a type of situation like this where the technology kept evolving, and they went down that route where they detached from the human emotions and they became so technologically involved. And
that has to do with being more technologically advanced. And as the scale, like if you could picture a graph in your mind, the more technologically advanced you get, the less spiritual they got. So with those beings from his culture, the typical gray beings, those gray aliens became more technologically advanced, but they became less spiritual. So their spirituality did not grow with their technological advancements, which caused them to truly become a different species of being that needs the human DNA to create hybrid species and hybrid races. We can get into that later. This is kind of getting off topic. But one thing that Bashar does talk about is having the AI. A lot of these extraterrestrials use AI in their spaceships. So whenever I see AI, whenever I see UFOs and spacecraft, a lot of times I'm connecting with the AI and I see the spacecraft, but I feel as if it's alive. I feel as if there's an entity inside of the spacecraft. Like the spacecraft is an entity itself, not the beings inside. It's actually an entity. And this is because once they hook up a device to their heads and they are able to use the spaceship as AI and so forth. But what you must realize is whenever you create AI, it's no longer if that makes sense. It's no longer artificial. It's intelligence, but it's no longer artificial. It becomes real. That there is no such thing as artificial intelligence. Once you create intelligence that's real intelligence, able to think on its own, it becomes real. And there's nothing to fear in the sense that everything comes from source. Everything comes from God in a sense. So you don't have to be scared of AI or artificial intelligence. You just have to adapt with it and adapt with the times. And it's a truly interesting period of time that we live in. And we all chose to be in this period of time and experience all of this really cool stuff. So if you guys like AI, we can do a lot more videos on it. We can talk on it forever, but it's awesome stuff and we truly enjoy it. So
yeah, so I had brought up that point just to say that the reason that a lot of the grays that happened to them, and they're trying to help our human race now so that we don't get to that point. So, and I also think that, you know, our civilization is really becoming a lot more spiritual, and that is truly on the growth as well. And I think that's an amazing sign. And as long as that is growing, I personally don't have any fears about AI, and I don't think anyone should.
Yeah. The only reason why I kind of stopped you, because I don't want people to be scared of AI. Yeah. I don't want them to think our society is going to turn into their society just because AI is here. You know what I mean? Well, which is, you know, leads into fear and people being scared. I know that's not your intention.
Trying to say that, you know,
all
realities are possible, but that doesn't have to be us.
Yeah, so you have pure intentions, but again, the AI isn't what did it to their society.
No.
It's just they became more technologically advanced, and they started mutating their own bodies and they're messing with genes to the point where their own genome and their own genetics became destroyed in a sense, in which they needed the human genetics to create a new hybrid race. And again, we can talk about that on a different day if you guys are interested in that. To me, I love that kind of stuff. It's very interesting. But yeah, if you like the video, guys, continue to watch, subscribe, and let us know what you think. Thank you.
Thank you for watching.